God's name be praised. I'm so glad to be here to share some of the experiences that the Lord has allowed me to have. It started way back when we were going to be building this location that we're in. Our church at that time was down on 4th Street, which is down St. Clair and Weston Road, looking for a new location. And I do remember a sister that used to go down to the church on Islington and Bloor, and every time she would pass in the bus with this open area, she would pray, Lord, let the Pentecostal church come and be built over here. And sure enough, God gave us the opportunity to buy the land. There was a shed on this property and we were having services over there. And God really blessed us in that shed. One day that shed rocked and half of the floor came down from the presence of the Lord. I will always remember that. And we were trying to raise money on for the funds of the church, and some of the brothers even put up their homes as mortgages. So God really made the way. And I remember at that time, I said, I want to do my part too. Maybe I'm going to do a garage sale. Unheard of at that time of garage sales for churches and that. But I stepped out and I said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to put it together. So still being a young mother, don't have a lot of stuff that I could donate. But I said, I'm going to go to some garage sales this day, and maybe I'll buy some stuff and I'll donate them to the church. Well, it started the morning that my little guy, Michael, was still being pot trained. And he says to me, Mom, tell me the story of Adam and Eve. So I sat beside him, told him the story of Adam and Eve. Then I packed Kimberly and Michael into the car and we went looking for garage sales. Me, living in Toronto all my life, got lost. But I got lost and went to a street where the whole street was having garage sale. I go, oh, wow. So anyway, we started from one to the other, picked up a few things. Maybe about the third house, they were having a content sale also because they were moving. So it was full in the garage and everything. And I'm looking around and I see a flannel board. And I call Michael, come and take a look at this. On the flannel board was the story of Adam and Eve. And we continued with the garage sale. All of a sudden I get a tap on my shoulder. And one of the owners of the house said, please come in the house. I panicked for a minute. I said, oh my God, did the children steal something? What happened? So I go inside, and the first question they asked me was, are you a Christian? And I said, yes. They said, well, we prayed today that a Christian would come to our sale, that whatever's left over, we want to donate to them. I said, that's me. We're having a garage sale next week at our church. So that night, going home, I phoned my brother-in-law, Paterino, which is Vince's Paterino's dad. He had a red pickup truck, I'll never forget, 3-gear. And we went to the house and they filled it up with all goodies that we were able to sell at our garage sale. So the next Saturday we came, we put our stuff out. We were able to, just put out some pamphlets telling the neighborhoods who we were, what was going to be happening to this location over here. And it was a time of really of fellowship and sharing our faith with the neighborhood. They were so happy for us. They were going home, bringing us stuff for us to sell so we could make some extra money for our plans for the church over here. So it was a wonderful day how God orchestrated everything together. So that day, we made $5,000. Unheard of, like I said, for garage sales at that time. So we're happy how God was in it, and we continue to raise money, and we built this location over here, and we're still here after so many years. So going forward, maybe about 2 weeks ago, myself, Angela, that lives in Markham on 19th Avenue, and myself, we decided we're going to do a garage sale just to get rid of some of the stuff we were not using anymore. So after having lunch with Pastor Soom and Leanne, I headed out to Markham to my sister. That was on the Friday. So we had some sales, people coming and going. Saturday, people coming and going. Around 6 o'clock at night, we were ready to pack it in. So we brought the stuff in all from the driveway into the garage, ready to close the doors. And I'm sitting there and I'm saying to my sister, you know, it was so nice to see so many Asian people come to the sale. We saw some people from India that were newcomers here, that they were able to buy lamps and things just to help them establish a new home. A lot of Italian women came to buy our coffee pots and what have you. But I never seen any of my dark-skinned black brothers come. I said, maybe it's the area we're in. I didn't even finish saying those words coming out of my mouth. In comes a van. A gentleman comes out, and he's looking around, and he buys some stuff. He pays $25. I guess there was a man in this car that helped him put it together. And as he was paying, I just said to him, God bless you. Well, that God bless you started a wonderful, wonderful conversation about Abraham, about Moses, about David, about the book of Hebrews. And we were having church in the garage with this dear, dear brother that just happened to drive in after I said those words. And he was so happy that we were able to talk about our faith and not be shy to tell who we are. And he was so excited. He said, oh, I got to bring my wife over here. She would love to meet people like you. I said, well, we're always here. And then I went to the car and I said to the young man over there, I said, who's that man? He said, that's my dad. I said, are you a believer also? He said, yes. I says, I don't know why, but I feel to tell you that God is going to close doors that are supposed to be closed and open doors for you that are supposed to be open. And he looked at me and he says, oh, I just needed those words. So going back in with his dad, we hugged each other, we praised the Lord together. And it was just a night that I'll remember how God hears us. But that wasn't the end of it. All night I was thinking about that. I said, oh Lord, how quickly you hear us, how quickly you know our thoughts. And it put a bit of a fear in me to think, be careful on what you say and what you think, because God is right there to hear, to answer, and to put us in place when we need to. So my prayer is, Lord, when I'm speaking, may I say kind words. May I encourage someone. May I make someone feel that the love of God is all around them. That's what I would like to do in my life. And I would encourage others to do the same. Be yourself. Talk about the Lord. Don't be shy, because there's so many people out there would love to hear it. And when we do it, we praise our Heavenly Father. I want to bless you with this. Have a great day.